Good morning, guys. How are you? Miss Sarah, how are you?
Good.
We are out. Oh, sorry. We're out collecting today, and we were so excited, man. I don't know if you guys can see over my shoulder, NCI Power Sales and Service. Well, we got up here. We were super stoked. They said they had bad boys, and sure enough, it's a fireplace company. So I walk in and the gentleman says, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm not sure I'm in the right place, but I'm looking for bad boy mowers." And he said, "Well, we sell them." And I said, "Where are they?" And he said, "Well, we sent them back to Belleville, Ohio, because it's getting winter time." I said, "So you tell me you don't have a showroom for your mowers?" "No." I said, "So if I buy a mower from you, I would like to see one." He said, "Well, you'll have to wait till the spring. We'll bring them back then." I'm telling you, man, I am a little shocked, a lot disappointed in Bad Boy that they do not have dealers in the Columbus, Ohio area. Columbus is the second largest city in Ohio. Am I right? Because Cincinnati's the largest, or is Columbus the largest?
I don't know. We got Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland as well. So we're either the first or the second largest city in Ohio. And I cannot find a Bad Boy dealer. I cannot tell you how upset I am right now. I'm kind of dumbfounded that a fireplace company is selling mowers. I don't know. I'll give you the whole scoop. We're going to get home. We're going to stop and get some lunch. It's raining today. It is so wet out. But anyway, this is where the video is going to start, and we'll go into what he told us later. But I'm telling you, Bad Boy, you have got to step up your game. Somehow, you've got to step up your game. We're going to look for another dealer real quick, but this does not look good. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back home. So when we walked in there, this guy had, you know, a shirt and a tie. And I asked him about where the showroom was. He said they didn't have a showroom. Now you're going to want to stick around for this video because this turns out really well. So I said, "So if I bring my mower in and it breaks down, do you have a loaner?" "No, sir, we wouldn't have one." "Okay. Do you have parts and everything?" "We've got all the parts here." And I looked around. I kind of looked around because it was weird. They had walls going different ways with fireplace displays. Okay. And I'm like, "Okay, so where's your parts counter?" He goes, "Oh no, you just tell me what you need and I go in the back and get it." Okay, I'm rolling at this point. I said, "Sir, I don't think you understand. I'm a landscaper. I'm looking for a full service, like, landscaping store." He's like, "Oh no, we don't do anything like that. We're mainly fireplaces." I'm like, "Okay." So I told my wife, I said, "Honey, I'm going to call Bad Boy." So I called Bad Boy. Awesome people, by the way. Bad Boy people are awesome people. I called Arkansas, and the lady gave me the number to Joe Santangelo. I want to give him the biggest shout out in the world. That guy is the best rep anybody could ever have. Guys, if you don't have Joe Santangelo as your rep, well, I guess you're lost because he's already with Bad Boy. Called Joe. I said, "Joe, this is Shane Spirit, DLT Lawn Care. I know you might not remember me. I saw you last year at the GIE. You brought me a mower to Columbus to demo 3 years ago. He said, I remember you, the Revolt. I said, yes. He goes, how's it going? I said, well, look, I'm in the market for a new mower. And I told him I just went to a fireplace company, and he laughed and he said, okay, so we restructured. I'm Columbus, Cincinnati, and Dayton now. I said, okay, so you need to get me a dealer in Columbus, Joe. I told you guys I was going to be taking you to a store to show you bad boys. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that, but I am going to do one better. Joe is in 2 weeks, 2 to 2.5 weeks, probably 2 weeks, is going to be bringing me a bad boy for 1 week to demo. So we're going to have 5 days of videos, guys, with nothing but bad boy 54-inch action. I am so stoked, and I told Joe, I said, Joe, come March 1st, I need a 54-inch bad boy with a Cowie carburetor. And he asked me why I was against the EFI. I said, I don't want an EFI engine. I've seen guys have problems with them. Now, I know a lot of you guys love them. I'm not arguing that they're not good motors. Number one, I want no Briggs & Stratton, okay? I will not have another Briggs & Stratton motor ever in my life. Number two, I don't want an EFI. I just don't, okay? I'm an old school carbureted guy. That's what I want. So Joe said, you know what? By March 1st, we will have you fixed up. So guys, coming next year, Doc is going to be on a bad boy Revolt. So for all those that said, you're never going to go away from Skag, well, you were wrong. Now, we're going to work it out to have a dealer if my mower goes down for some reason. And look, mowers go down. Skags go down. Exmarks go down. They all go down, guys. It doesn't matter. And I am super stoked. Joe, you are the best sales rep a man could ever have. You're the best, brother. So I just want to tell you guys, Doc is going to have a bad boy to demo, and I don't care if we don't have any grass to cut. I'll be out here on my yard cutting just to show you. And now on to the dark side of lawn care. One story I have for you guys. This was not while I was doing YouTube. Okay, there we go. 5 years ago, man, Doc had a bad hip. Well, it started 8 years ago. Started having some pains in the front of my leg. My wife just was in massage therapy school, and she was like trying to help me work it out. It got worse. It kept getting worse. We had one of her teachers try to work it out. So I'm working full go. Justin and I. Comes to the 3rd year, and I can barely move. I cannot put the heel of my foot to the tip of my other toe. It was so painful. We would be driving down the road. I would have to stop and get out and walk because just sitting down was excruciating. The 3rd year, we had a 14-ton rock job to do. We had to wheelbarrow rock all the way around the back of the property that I did the leaves on the other day. He has a walkway, and it took 14 tons of gravel. It took us 2 days to do this job. Had to tamper, we had to hand tamp it down. Then he went and rented the big tamper, the mechanical one, so we had to run that across it. I hurt so bad, guys, that I could not lift the wheelbarrow up and walk with it. I went through that final year, and all I could do is get to the trailer and sit down on the mower and mow, and Justin had to do everything else. It hurt so bad. It was excruciating. I'm telling you, if you've had a joint replacement or if you've had an arthritic joint that needed replaced, you'll know what I'm saying. That was the worst time of my life ever in lawn care. We didn't have the money for the hip replacement. So we looked around Columbus and we found a surgeon that did what was called Operation Walk. And we went in to see him, and he immediately said, your hip has to be replaced. He showed me on the x-ray. He said, you've got several really bad spots. You're bone to bone. And he asked me, do you have insurance? I said, no. He said, well, we're going to qualify you under Operation Walk. December 6th, you will have your surgery, and it's completely paid for. I know a lot of people will say that God doesn't do anything for you. God doesn't bless you that way. He blessed me that way, and I wasn't doing what he wanted me to do at the time. I was not a Christian man. It was $110,000 surgery, and we paid $350. I'm just letting you know. That was the hardest time in my lawn care career. We were afraid we were going to lose everything. We were afraid we were going to lose our home, our business, everything. So if you guys are out there and you're going through, and I know a lot of guys are worried, man, what do I do if I get sick or if I get hurt? Look around at places, man, because there are people out there that will help with medical things. And that doctor was amazing. And to this day, when I had to go in earlier this year to have my hip looked at, and I had to go through therapy, it was all covered. Just, there are good doctors out here, man, that understand that people don't have health insurance. So guys, I'm super stoked. I want to hear your stories about the dark side of lawn care. And believe me, that was a dark part of my life, because you don't understand what it's like. And some of you will, to get up to go to work and something hurts so bad that you can't perform even walking to the shower. I couldn't even lift my foot up to step into the shower by the third year. It hurt so bad. After the surgery, he told me that my hip bone had 5 holes in it, where it was completely eaten away with arthritis. So that's not what the video is about, but guys, Bad Boy, I'm telling you, if you want a solid company behind you, I'm sold on the Bad Boys. My buddy John sent me an email or a message last night. He watched the video. He bought a Revolt. He loves it. Man, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so blessed. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. As always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some mowing action. It's soaking wet out here, but we're going to get out and mow. We got to. I'll see you guys. Peace.